The same man she saw at the mental health ward getting treated is the same man she saw at the airport in his pilot suit.
I want to tell you that there are a lot of mentally challenged people walking amongst us. Enough. Today I want to talk about a video that I watched with Chrissy and Lisa Hyper. Basically they were talking about, these are Jamaican influencers, right? I mean, Chrissy, she's an influencer, I would call her a social media influencer, and Lisa Hyper, dancehall artist. But basically they were saying that they met on Ward 21, known as the Madhouse. Now I come from Montego Bay, so-called Madhouse in Kingston at Cornell Regional Hospital will be known as the 10th floor. So if you hear say somebody get admitted to the 10th floor, you know, say, yeah, some mental thing I go on there. So. But one thing that Chrissy mentioned that really intrigued me, she said people were saying, oh, we are doing Madhouse and we are doing up Ward 21 and you're so pretty and, you seem normal. I want to tell you that, and I love how she addressed it like it has nothing to do with your looks. I want to tell you that there are a lot of mentally challenged people walking amongst us. Enough of them in our workplace, enough of them our friend, and we don't even know. So she mentioned that she was diagnosed with bipolar disease, and for those who don't know, in summary, this is a disease where you have two personalities. You can be manic, which is where you're very happy, super happy, you want to party, you want to spend money, you want to be around people, you're super hype. And on the opposing side, you have the depressive side, where you just don't want to be around nobody. You're tired all the time. You feel sad all the time. You don't even want to bathe sometimes. You don't want, engage with the world in general. And she was diagnosed with that. Lisa Hyper, on the other hand, basically said that she was diagnosed with bipolar disease and also schizophrenia. And schizophrenia is where you have multiple personalities. You also will, it's like you can have different voices talking to you and you can't decipher if it's real or not, right? And she mentioned something else, but I remember it brought me back to a story years ago, many years ago. I grew up in the church, right? So my parents had a ministry or they still have the ministry, where they would do like go to hospitals, prisons, schools, on the streets to just encourage people. Now, every time they went to the hospital, I was always volunteering to go because I wanted to go on the 10th floor. Remember, that is like Ward 21 a town. And it would always just fascinate me because I studied, as I say, psychology in university. So I remember one time I went on the 10th floor and they have a little walking area where the men and women can meet, where them can just walk up and down in a circle or whatever. I was like free time. And I remember people, when I go up, I see this guy, I didn't know him personally, but knew of him. He was this uptown guy, half white, and him live in the richest of the richest communities in Montego Bay. And when I saw him, I was so shocked. And it's like him never present in my mind, just a walk up and down, back and forth, and him a talk to himself. And I was like, oh my god, because this was somebody that I had seen at social events. So this was very shocking to me. And it made me realize, like, wow, like people like us can actually end up in places like this. And I want to tell you, about a year after I saw that man, because he used to study, he went to school he went to school to be a pilot. So the last time I saw him, I knew that he was done with school and, basically ready to find a job as a pilot. So me did shock the same day, but I wanted to say a year later, I kid you not, I was flying out of the country, and when I was at the airport walking up to the gate, I saw this very same man on a seat on the 10th floor, known as Ward 21 a town. The same man I walk up and down and walk in a circle and talk to himself was walking in his pilot suit with pilot uniform with some other airplane staff. I don't remember which airline he was flying for, but he was the pilot, one of the pilots. I don't know if I'm the main pilot or the co-pilot. And I'm like, I saw this man on the 10th floor. Like, so, seeing Chrissy, said she admitted herself, and there are a lot of people like that don't even realize how mentally challenged they are, and them don't want to seek help because Jamaica put a stigma on mental health, that if you seek a therapist or a psychotherapist, or if you go Ward 21 or on the 10th floor, then you're mad, and people don't want to be put in that category, so they live with it, and then them head end up cheap. But these are real things and real people and real stories. And just to say, like, so many things can be triggers for people to basically, as Jamaicans, when I say lick a chip, right? There are so many things that can be triggers, so many things that can make you go off. One of the common things, let's think about like a heartbreak. When a woman heart get break, you know, say she bawl, she cry, she no want eat, she probably get mad or whatever. Sometimes when a man gets a heartbreak, them lose their mind. They literally lose their mind. And really and truly, what people need is to talk to somebody. You doesn't even talk. Sometimes some of these people that you see even on the road and are struggling to talk to themselves and them end up homeless. Sometimes it's just somebody they need to talk to. So I highly recommend counseling, or even a very trusted friend that you feel comfortable enough to talk to and to get solid advice from, because it can happen to any of us. It can happen to any of us. Mental health is real, people. So if you need somebody to talk to, seek help before it is too late. Because sometimes you don't even know what can just cause you to just, your head just gone. Just gone.